What the heck is a change agent in an organization? I'm sure you've heard this position, this title, this role, these words at some point from your peers, from managers, from somewhere. But what is it? It's high time we demystify where change agent even came from and what it means to be one. Right now. You've probably heard the language change agent countless times by CEOs, business partners, peers, maybe even your own leadership. But what is it? Did you know this term was coined decades ago, back in the 1940s? And did you know it's been adopted and reinterpreted time after time by countless change management experts all over the world? Well, by the end of this video, you're not only going to understand the origin of change agent, its OG meaning, and a few of the many ways this language has been adopted over the years, but also a personal invitation to an even more powerful concept to help fuel your growth through your greatest change challenges. The original use of the language change agent was by Kurt Lewin in the 1940s. With his change model, he called unfreeze, change, and refreeze. And the change agent was supposed to be this driving force of change inside the organization or in an individual. And as a chemical engineer, I just kind of geek out on the use of this language because he adopted it from chemistry. So if you think about a chemical reaction, oftentimes a chemical substance is added, something called a reagent. And that reagent is what drives the reaction forward. And so just like a chemical reagent to make a chemical reaction happen, Lewin used a change agent as a force to drive a change forward. And so when you're moving out of the unfreeze stage, which essentially is unfreezing a current habit or a belief or behavior, and then looking to change that, you then kind of reach an equilibrium. So in order to move that equilibrium forward, you need to introduce a change agent, a driving force to drive you out of that equilibrium to refreeze in the actual change state that you want to remain in. So unfreeze, change, and then refreeze. The change agent is required to move out of equilibrium, out of the change state, into the refreezing. Now, his student, Ronald Lippitt, actually used the same type of context, right? A change agent as a driving force for change. But uniquely for him, it was more about a change agent being required external to an organization as a part of his 7-phased process for change. And also uniquely, Lippitt, again, was the first one who started to drill down more specifically the roles, the potential roles of a change agent, whether that be a subject matter expert, a motivator, or a facilitator. So it's so cool that this language actually finds its origins in the land of chemistry. And I also think it's the reason why we often hear change agent or change catalyst almost interchangeably, right? An agent and a catalyst, it's all used in chemistry, right? If you put in a catalyst to a reaction, it actually accelerates a reaction. So it's not really what creates the reaction or makes it happen, but it actually accelerates it, makes it go quicker. And so I suppose someone could be both a change agent, the driving force behind the change, as well as a change catalyst, an accelerator for that change. By the way, if you're digging this, I would love for you to comment below on how you would define change agent. What does it mean for you, or what are some of the definitions that you've seen tossed around? I would love for you to comment, and we'll actually begin seeing how it's been interpreted in so many different ways over the years. All right, let's get back into it. Even though change agent found its origin and its grounding with Lewin and Lippitt in the 40s and the 50s, it's been adapted and changed and really, just modified over the years across industries and with different experts in change management, as well as just other aspects of industry and culture. And I want to share with you a few of the more commonly accepted qualities or traits that a change agent embodies. The first being highly flexible, right? So they're open to new ideas, different perspective, and they're able to move and become agile when a certain change hits. So highly flexible. The second trait being knowledgeable, knowledgeable of the vision, knowledgeable of the why behind the change, and being able to disperse information to share the drivers or the key reasons behind making that change. The third being solution-oriented. So these individuals are always looking for a way to actually solve the complex problems that change might introduce, always looking to find a way to get it done, listing reasons as to how to make a change happen, as opposed to reasons why the change won't work. So they're very forward-focused and solution-oriented. And lastly, highly inquisitive, always searching for the best way to make things happen, and also being really inquisitive as to why the change is happening. And that's another way that they nurture their own knowledge. It's because of this curiosity, because of this inquisitiveness, to understand what's the drivers behind the change. Why do we need to make this happen? Why is it important? Once they understand the reasons behind that, through that skill of inquisition, they can then share out that knowledge, share that, solution orientation, finding the best ways of moving through the change, as well as sharing some excitement behind making the change happen. So again, the commonly held traits or attributes of a change agent are flexible, solution-oriented, knowledgeable, and inquisitive. So this was part one of this particular content around change agent. But what's missing around becoming a practicing change agent is a very defined and concrete framework, a mindset on actually how to do that. In the second part of this video, I'm going to be breaking down a unique mindset that I've coined change enthusiasm. It's a repeatable framework to help fuel your growth and the growth of others through even your greatest change challenges. Are you intrigued? If so, click to part 2 right now, and I'll see you there. And in the meantime, I actually still have a gift for you. So I want to share with you a free chapter of my book, Change Enthusiasm. It's the introductory chapter that's going to help you understand this mindset and how you can go about practicing it. And it's yours today for free. All you got to do is click on the link below. I want to make sure that you have the research, the tools, and the insights to successfully fuel your growth through change. I'm Cassandra Worthy, and until we meet again, keep growing and keep rocking.